right? Okay. Number 4 that came in. This one just came in today, and it's actually on my phone. So I don't normally have my phone sitting right here, but this person wrote in a question, and it's a really long one, but it's all about anger. And I'm going to read some of this to you because I'm guessing some of you are going to be able to relate to this. So it says, Dear Beth, why do I still keep getting angry about the 2 emotional affairs my husband had in our 36-year marriage, along with kissing other women? His last emotional affair was 3 years ago. Affairs were 15 years apart. I'm kind of going through it just because it's really very long. But this is what she says at the end. He's very sorry for his past, and I believe him, but the hurt and anger and doubts keep coming back to me. I'm not always sure about him now, even though I want to be, and we get on really well. More and more, underneath, I'm fighting with myself constantly, and I feel hurt and angry. Does this mean I'm not getting over it? It's been over 3 years since the last one, and even though new information came out through our recovery, he's more stable, but I'm still feeling one way when I'm with him and very unsettled when I'm not. I feel like 2 different people. What's wrong with me? Can you please advise? Thanks so much. And again, there was a lot more to that than just that. Listen, the first thing I have to say is there is nothing wrong with you. When I read that, I thought I have to get this question out there, because if there's anybody else feeling this way, we need to get this on the surface right now. You have experienced trauma. There is nothing wrong with you. In fact, when we get angry, when we get into that, I just don't know what to do. I'm confused. I want this. I don't want this. I just don't know what to do. That's happening because you are in a trauma state. Nothing is clear when we're in a trauma state. Think about any other scenario, right? Where there's a traumatic event. Is anybody in the midst of a traumatic event? Is anybody calm in that moment? No. Somebody that is calm needs to come to the scene. But if you are a part of the trauma, then you are in a traumatic state. Nothing is clear. The example I use in the webinars anyway is when you're crossing the street and a car comes at you. In that moment, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. You're not safe. There's danger. There's a threat to your life. There's a car coming at you. You are only focused on the car. It doesn't matter what's going on the sidewalk. It doesn't matter what's going on at home. There's a car coming at you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's trauma. That's what a betrayed partner is experiencing all day long. So there is nothing wrong with you. You are in a trauma state. So the question now really is, how do we process through all of this pain? How do we process through? What's the technique? What's the modality? Help me process my pain. Anger, outward expression of internal pain. Anger is a tool to help me process pain. Sometimes I'm going to use anger, like I think I already said this, right? Sometimes I'm going to use anger to keep people away because I don't trust them. I'm not going to let them in. So I'm going to get angry, but really underneath that, I'm in pain. So the real question is, how do I process pain? It's not how do I manage anger? How do I process pain? Now there's many different modalities. Here, Camilla, Sarah, and I, we all believe in the power of emotional therapy. I'm going to bring Camilla up in just a second to talk a little bit deeper on this, but emotional therapy coupled with talk therapy, cognitive therapy, is really the best path to processing through all of this. Remember, trauma lives in the body. Pain is an emotion that lives in the body. We have to help people process the pain, process the emotions in order to work through the anger aspect. Betrayed partners have every right to be angry. Every right. This was the most unfair, unjust thing that could have happened to you. And you have every right to be angry. But staying in an angry state is not going to get you very far. In fact, it's going to mess with your health. You're going to end up with chronic health problems. So we, again, Camilla, Sarah, and I, we have to help people work through that anger through emotional therapy.